no, I ain't here to wear disguises. No disguises, no.
What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Yeah, we're about to get into some things, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. But before you do that, how your back feeling? Did your back feel good? Did you drink some water today? It's very important that you drink water today. Did you drink it? I'm just making sure. I'm not trying to be your mama. I hope you guys are doing good today. And with that being said, as you can see by the title of this video, we're about to get into some random opinions, unpopular opinions. I don't even know what to call these at this point because, girl, they're just opinions at this point. So I'm about to just share some opinions with you in regards to some recent events that have happened. So my first opinion that I have, I just wanted to sit down and talk to y'all about Miss Wendy Williams and the conversation around her karma, the conversation around her documentary, the conversation around her guardianship. So with that being said, let's start with this documentary. I am about halfway through the documentary. I'm on part 2, I believe, going into part 3. I'm watching it for free on flickstore.com, honey, because I don't got time to be paying for no damn subscription. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I hope I can find some clips, but if not, it's fine. But I have been an avid Wendy Williams fan for years, okay? Before her situation with Kevin, after her radio show, I'll say I haven't been a fan of her that long. I was too young to tune into her shit early 2000s and the 90s and things like that. But I have been a Wendy Williams fan, I would say, since 2015. I have been an avid Wendy Williams fan since 2015, coming out of high school, graduating from high school, 2016, 17, that era. So I have been watching Wendy since then. And honestly, when I first started watching her, I clung to her. I loved her personality. I loved how she broke it down. I loved the fact that she was unfiltered, but she told the audience what she thought. She gave you her unfiltered opinions and thoughts on things, which is something I aspire to be like. I don't want to be as controversial as Wendy, but Wendy Williams has paved the way for me to be sitting in front of y'all right now. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, when I was watching Wendy, I didn't think that I would be a YouTube personality like I am now, but being a Wendy Williams fan has definitely pivoted me into that era, that diaspora, that industry, that realms of tea, hot topics, things like that, right? Wendy Williams has definitely been somebody who I've been listening to and watching for a minute now. So I'm just laying down the groundwork. When I would see Wendy Williams, her show pop up, and I would hear the person say, "Here's Wendy," I would literally grab my phone, bitch, and I would zoom in and record the great reveal of what outfit she got on today. What is it giving? I'd be like, oh, there she go in her cute little purple or her cute little pink or whatever the case may be. Whatever she was wearing, I would just size it up.
Uh-oh, what does she have on today? Golden, I like it, I like it.
Like, in true Wendy fan culture, right? I would size it up. How you doing, Miss P? Yes, I did call her Miss P, but it wasn't to be disrespectful, okay? I know that she looked like a P, but I didn't say nothing until the day she said it on her show, and I will post it if I have the footage, but
there are a lot of people that have a problem with me not having a behind. But how many times have I told you all that I am shaped like a capital P? My party is in the front, never in the back.
She came out and said herself, I'm shaped like a P, and what? I don't give a fuck. Just in true Wendy culture, right? So after that, I was like, yes, Miss P, embrace it. Just like we embrace the N-word, just like people embrace certain words that is meant to be derogatory or offensive, they embrace it. So calling her Miss P was a form of endearment to me as I was watching her. So I just want you guys to know, if you guys hear me talking to her or in regards to calling her Miss P, just know that I'm not trying to be disrespectful. It's just, I love Wendy so much. So watching this documentary has really been hard on me, but I've been seeing the conversation around this documentary, what it may mean, why these people even created this documentary, because a lot of people are like, if Wendy was in her right mind and if she wasn't going through her dementia, she would not have this shit aired. She would not have this show, this documentary be shown. But they're saying that she wanted this to be shown. So I wanted to talk to y'all about that, and I wanted to ask some questions to you all about everything surrounding Wendy. The documentary was very, very, very hard to watch, y'all. This will be the first time that I actually was brought to tears during a freaking documentary, okay? I'm not the type to be crying over movies and things like that because I have this separation. My mom told me when people go to work, they get dressed in a costume and they act. So it kind of took away that emotional attachment that I would have to, especially documentaries, because they're all factual. But not to say that documentaries cannot move you, but I personally have not been moved by any documentary until now. Watching it was really hard, y'all. Seeing Wendy without her damn wig, seeing Wendy act like she don't know what's going on, her being confused, her switching from one thing to another, her manager trying to help her and her snapping at motherfuckers, her forgetting where she was at. That was really hard to watch, okay? If you have somebody, if you know somebody or have somebody in your family that has struggled with dementia or memory loss, just know that her fans have definitely been watching her become the byproduct of her disease, and it's very, very, very unfortunate. So I just wanted to say that the documentary is very, very sad in a motherfucking nutshell, y'all. It's really sad, but I feel like I had to ask myself, would Wendy really want this to be shown? Why are they posting this? I feel like they are posting it so that they can eventually expose and sue the damn guardian. So going into the guardianship. So we've seen Wendy Williams in a very low place. They started talking about her condition, her alcoholism, her dementia, all these things surrounding Wendy Williams' health, right? Thyroid, she has a lot of different conditions going on. The documentary definitely shines the light on that and shines the light on how the conditions that she currently has started getting worse. They also definitely did their big one by showing that how the fuck after she got her guardianship, how was Wendy unsupervised? How come she didn't have a CNA, a home health aide, during her guardianship when she was just being left in her motherfucking house? And I think that they're strategically doing this so that they can point the finger at this bitch who took her guardian, who claimed to be her guardian, and who is neglecting her. It seems like they want her to just shrivel up and die. So it's good that they're shining light on this, even though it's hard for us to watch. I feel like this is very strategic on Wendy's end, and I hope that eventually they will be able to open an investigation on her guardian, because if you guys do not know, this guardian that she currently has, her identity is now been exposed. As much as they wanted to keep it a secret, I'm glad that we know what the fuck this bitch looked like, because what's done in the dark comes to light, and it's hard for evil to do evil shit when it's being exposed and being shined a light on it. So that's why I'm a big advocate for exposing situations, exposing evil, potential illegal activity, naming the people who are involved, making sure that these people have names and faces to their names, so that if anything happens, we'll be able to identify and follow the trail back to them or to whoever is responsible for this evil ass shit, right? So going into Wendy, the fact that Wendy was just left all out, willy-nilly, damn near drinking herself to death, damn near starving damn to death, no money access. The fact that they thought that they could get away with that, I'm glad that DJ Booth stepped in. God bless DJ Booth, y'all, because if it wasn't for him, you know, who knows where the fuck Wendy would be at. Her karma. Let's talk about that, because a lot of people are saying this is her karma, she deserves this, and basically that, and they don't feel bad for her. I feel like that is a very, very insensitive thing to say, because if one of their family members, if something happened to one of their family members, Lord forbid, right? Lord forbid somebody go and pull up shit that they've done 20 years ago, 50 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, last night, and be like, oh, you deserve this. Oh, that's your karma. Like, no, I think people pointing the finger at karma, like, it's very interesting when you talk about karma, because karma is real. Karma is a real thing, but to point at Wendy's situation and say this is what she gets, this is her karma, it's honestly distasteful. And I feel like the people who are talking about her getting her karma are selfish, they are insensitive, and they better be counting their days and counting their healthy days and counting their family's healthy days, because it could be anybody.
Now I'm gonna tell you something. If it happens to me, it could happen to you.
Just because Wendy was talking about people in her past, because that was her fucking job. Let's keep it a bean, keep it a stat. A firefighter, right? It's his job to fight fire. Okay, it's his job to fight fire. Let's say the firefighter dies fighting the fire. Did he deserve that because he was a firefighter? No, I mean, that is separate. This man lost his life. He was a firefighter. He died in the fire. You shouldn't be making a connection there just because that was his job. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel bad for Wendy, and I do believe that this is not her karma. This is something that can happen to your mother. This is something that can happen to your aunt.
If it happens to me, it could happen to you.
It's something that can happen to your uncle. So I feel like people should not be pointing the finger at karma. I do believe karma is real. That's not her karma, and people need to stop doing that shit because she has been struggling with these conditions for years now, and it's just really sad to see. It's really sad to see. I hope Wendy recovers. I hope that eventually she'll be able to get her memory back. They're saying that it was alcohol induced. I don't know. Her family doesn't know where she's at. I feel like it is all a hot ass mess. I feel like somebody needs to step in that is her family member, ideally her son, so that they can really figure out what's going on, and so that the people who actually care about Wendy can be updated and understand and know what's going on. So this is a really sad situation, and watching the documentary was hard. This is not Wendy's karma, and her guardianship going to hell. So the next thing is the P. Diddy lawsuits. Tiffany Red speaking out now. So Tiffany Red is a industry songwriter. She writes a lot of songs for different types of artists. She's made a few hits here and there. She's wrote for the likes of a lot of different artists, a lot of your faves in the industry. So Tiffany Red is a certified industry person. She is a certified songwriter, okay? So I seen Tiffany just really going hard, and she was crying on live talking about how she's about to sue P. Diddy now, and
I just wanted to write songs. I don't want to do the drugs. I don't want to fuck. You want to know why I don't got a bunch of hits for all y'all that are like, she ain't got no hits? Them hits was behind me laying on my back, bitch.
or she was acknowledging that, wow, so he was forcing himself onto Cassie while listening to my music and things like that. And she's like, I'ma sue, I'ma do this, I'ma do that.
So there you have it. I'm suing Puff. I'm suing Interscope. I'm suing Epic. I'm suing Bad Boy.
It's smart what Cassie is doing on her end, because she's waving the flag. She's giving anybody else the signal to be like, look, if you want to go and bring this shit up, or look, I'm the first to do it, thank you, give me my money, and I'm gone. And I still commend Cassie for that shit, because if it wasn't for her, none of these motherfuckers would have spoken out now. And I tried to give them the benefit of the doubt, like, oh, these people are scared. They were scared to speak up. They were scared to speak out. But honestly, nah, I'm starting to look at it with a side eye, especially Miss Tiffany motherfucking Red, because she's going really hard. And she said that she's been talking about how P. Diddy ruined her life and ruined her career and things like that. But girl, you have been so outspoken about ghostwriters and writers and the writers getting paid and all these things, but you don't want to talk about actual harm that's been done to people in your eyes, or done to people that you were around and you witnessed. And now because Cassie spoke up, now you want to speak up. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, if I was Cassie, I would be like, fuck all of y'all. Whatever happens, I don't give a fuck. At least I told my story. Because most of these motherfuckers that she either brought up in a lawsuit, or all these people who are corroborating her story, or all these people who are coming behind her to sue, most of these motherfuckers witnessed a lot of shit that she specifically went through and did nothing. It's like they watched her get abused and watched her get fucked over for years, and then, you know, whatever, waited around for somebody to say something, and she was the one who did it, who said something, and now everybody wants to just speak up and say, oh, me too, me too, me too. Like, I believe strength in numbers. I do believe in that, but it's just really distasteful to see how many, like, people are coming out with this. And look, I want P. Diddy to go to jail just as much as the next motherfucker who has been seeing this shit, but most of these people are seeking money. They're not seeking criminal charges. And I'm just wondering, how the fuck are all these people suing this man and asking for money? Why are they not asking for him to go to jail? You guys not realize that is the one thing he is very terrified of? But I guess motherfuckers don't want to send him to jail. They just want to expose him, get their money, and leave. And I feel like there has to be a middle ground there to be like, okay, at what point do we just send this nigga to jail? At what point do we just send this nigga to jail for the disgusting shit that he's been accused of? At what point do we be like, okay, nobody else can keep on getting money from him. We need to send this nigga to the pen. We need to send this nigga to jail. He needs to start serving time instead of keep giving out money. Like, I get it. He's a mogul. He got all this money. You hit him where it hurts, which is the pockets. But at the end of the day, Diddy don't want to go to jail. Back when the 1999 club shooting, he had, allegedly, he had somebody else take the fall for him, Shine. And within that, he was like, look, I'm P. Diddy. I can't go to jail. I got too much shit to lose. So I feel like if he's so scared that he would have somebody take the charge for him, I feel like that's exactly where he needs to fucking go, is to jail. Because he can keep giving out money all he wants, but at the end of the day, he needs to go to jail. And it's unfortunate that, you know, these people have to go through all of this, but it's very much necessary that you have the evidence and that you have the proof to prove these things. I feel like with Cassie, she had documents and she had medical records. She did have evidence. And I feel like that played a role into how quickly he settled. But I think their relationship, their close relationship together was also a main reason why he settled, because again, P. Diddy was doing this shit around other people. He wasn't just doing this shit around Cassie. There was other people who witnessed his disgusting behavior. But he's not willing to settle as quickly as he did with them. So I feel like there's layers to this story. But eventually, I just hope that this nigga go to jail. Next topic. Chilli is brown skin. Chilli is brown skin. I'm going to leave it at that. She is a brown skin woman. A brown skin queen gal, okay? She's brown skin, chocolate. And the crazy thing is, I had this conversation with my friends. I remember asking my... What the fuck is that nigga doing? I remember asking my best friend, hey, do you consider me dark skinned? Because I consider myself dark skinned. The lighting right now is very deceptive, y'all, because I am a little bit darker than this. I feel like y'all are not seeing my true complexion, okay? But I asked my best friend, am I dark skinned? She was like, no, you're not. You're brown skin. And I was just like, what do you categorize brown skin? What point where's the cutoff? Because I think that I'm dark skin. I've always identified as dark skin, you know, but I noticed sometimes as a dark skin woman, a brown skin woman, it could be confusing. Like, am I dark skin? Am I light skin? It don't fucking matter. But if we had to identify it, Chilli is a brown skin woman. She is like a lick up from milk chocolate, okay? If not milk chocolate. She is not caramel. She was part of a group of 3 women, to which those other 2 women were lighter than her. So, I don't know, but... And I want to use a very authentic, real, like, true to nature picture. Lisa Left Eye has some pretty eyes, y'all. Rest in peace to her. She has some pretty eyes. If y'all want to talk about caramel, if y'all really want to talk about caramel, this picture here, if you look at this picture, if we talk about caramel, right? T-Boss is caramel. T-Boss is the one I would consider to be caramel. Because now it looks like Lisa Left Eye is the lightest one. Okay. Either way, Chilli is brown skin. I'm not arguing with y'all. I'm not arguing with y'all. Chilli is brown skin. I'm not arguing with y'all. Next question. White privilege is what got that little girl to sing that Star Spangled Banner for that show, because it wasn't talent. It wasn't. I was asking myself, who is this little girl? Where did she come from? Who? How much money did her parents pay for her to sing at this game? Because it definitely wasn't, oh, she's great. She needs to... She has talent. She got a lot of expression in her voice for sure, but that girl was doing too much. Okay, and a lot of people were wondering, where did this girl come from? And I'll let y'all know, white privilege. White privilege. And, you know, the Star Spangled Banner, the national anthem, whatever. That little girl was singing her little heart out, but it's the difference between singing your heart out and being good at singing. That little girl was singing horrible. That little girl was singing horrible. I'm surprised I ain't seen nobody laughing in the fucking thing. Like, if I was the NBA player, bitch, I would be holding my face like this. Like, I'm not even about to show y'all my shit, because if y'all see me cracking a smile, y'all gonna cancel my ass. Y'all, it's very reminiscent of Fergie. People said they're not gonna laugh, bitch. I'ma laugh. Cause who, how, where, who, what, why? This little girl tried her hardest, just like Fergie tried her hardest, okay? So put 2 and 2 together. It just goes to show you how white privilege can really like push you in life. Like, white privilege is a real thing, and I don't care what anybody says, it's still real in 2024. And this little girl is living proof that white privilege still exists, because girl, because if motherfuckers keep telling her she's good, you're great, you did great, you did this, you're amazing, she's gonna keep being mid. Which brings us to the next topic. Saweetie. Okay, speaking of mid, Saweetie. Saweetie is insecure about her past music, but that's because of pretty privilege. Isn't that ironic though? For years people told her she was good, and she was really fucking mid. Now I'm not gonna hold you, Saweetie has a way of making shit look good to a certain degree. She can make a certain part of a song sound pretty good, but all in all, I don't listen to Saweetie's music like that, but I'll say her music is alright. But the reason why she's insecure about her past music is because so many people have coddled her and lied to her about how good her music was and told her that her music was great, and she never did any type of development. When you keep telling somebody who is not that good that they're great, they're gonna believe you. They're gonna believe you. They have no reason to not believe you at that point. You're telling them they're great. You're telling them what they want to hear. So they're going to believe you. And then with that information, you think that they're gonna work on getting better? Fuck no. Do you think that somebody who's constantly being told you're great, you're amazing, you think that they're gonna go and start crafting their skills and honing in on their skills and improving their skills and practicing? No. Fuck no. They're not. It's just not something that the human mind is wired to do in those situations. It's wired to be like, oh, dopamine, release, serotonin. I'm happy because they like what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep doing that exact thing. Most humans are going to stick to the blueprint. They're not going to divvy out. They're not going to try to improve. They're not going to try to get worse. They're going to focus on staying right there because right there is where they get those compliments. That's the sweet spot. To them, it's a sweet spot. It's not improving. It's not getting... No, they are receiving reactions from doing this exact same behavior, and they're all positive reactions, so they're going to keep doing the same thing. That's usually how it works when it comes to privilege and when it comes to people being told constantly that they're amazing at something. So when you tell somebody, no, you're actually shit at this, or no, you actually could be improving on this, or no, this part was actually not good, they'll have something to fixate on and be like, oh, that wasn't good, let me improve that, or improve something. But telling somebody and lying to them and telling them that they're good when they're really not is doing a disservice to that person. If you're out there and you're telling somebody who you know is trash at something or who you know is not good at something and they're asking you, what do you think of this? And they're asking for your honest opinion, bitch, and you're telling them, oh, that was great. That was really cute. That was good. You're part of the problem. That's why this little girl needs to be told that she is not that good and she needs to practice more. What's wrong with that? Sweetie needs to be told that too. I don't care how pretty you are. Next question. Katt Williams was doing an interview with Joe Rogan. Katt Williams was definitely right in this motherfucking interview. The U.S. is the only country that puts fluoride in the water and it shrinks your pineal gland.
There are those of us that know what the pineal gland, what medicine says it's for, and what that would mean. Those people's job is to make sure that there's fluoride in all the water. So your pineal gland will shrivel.
Okay, no other country really does that shit or puts fluoride in the water to those levels because it's already been proven scientifically that fluoride in high doses or in high levels in the body is toxic. So with that, why the hell is the United States still putting fluoride in our water? Flint, Michigan is the least of our worries when it comes to how much toxins they're putting into the water. And I'm not gonna hold you. Fluoride is not the only toxins that they're trying to put into our bodies. So we could talk about that. We could talk about that in another video. Toxins that the government is trying to put in your body without you knowing. Yeah, and fluoride is just one of them. Also, you know, kids' public schools, they partake in tap water. So I would like you to understand that if you have kids in elementary school and you are against drinking tap water because you know it has fluoride in it, make sure that your kids are going to school with fresh bottles of spring water. Make sure that your kids are going to school with filtered water. Make sure that at the least you're boiling your water before you partake, because that's very important, because long-term wise, that shit is not cute. So I just wanted to throw that out there. And next topic. If you didn't know that Naomi Campbell was a rude bitch, then you've been living under a rock, sweetie. I'm sorry to tell you that. If you really been assuming that Naomi Campbell was one of the top-notch, integrity-filled, like, what do you think that Naomi Campbell was? Like, if you didn't think that she was a fucking bitch and was rude, what the hell did you think she was? Do you think that she was this honorary, delicate, soft life queen?
Don't compare yourself to me.
They would
ever.
never make you
You are
walk in a
not
dress
on my
that
level,
much
Nicole.
longer.
You never will be on my level. Do not compare yourself to me.
Did you think that she was giving out apples and oranges to the kids of her local community? What did you think she was doing? You think that she was out here just frolicking and complimenting every woman that she sees? Come on now, this is Naomi Campbell, bitch. All she knows is competition. All she knows is being the best. Especially at her age now. Y'all have to understand, Naomi is one of the oldest women to be doing modeling right now. She should have been retired with how old she is, but she's not. So that's another chip on her shoulder. That's another reason for her to act the way she does. Like, bitch, I'm old, but I'm still making more money than a lot of these young bitches here. Like, I can already imagine her mentality. Every time she wakes up, she's just like, I'm that bitch. I'm better than these bitches. I haven't retired yet, and it is what it is. If you did not know that Naomi Campbell was some form of rude, some form of a bitch, then, like I said, you've been living under a rock, honey. There are so many clips And so many examples of Naomi Campbell showing her true colors, even to her own people. So don't even think like, oh, well, no. Naomi Campbell is selfish. She's a narcissist. She is one of them bitches because she's a model. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. So if y'all sitting up here like, oh, Naomi Campbell is rude. What? She's a bitch? She's rude? Like, no shit, Sherlock. When somebody shows you their true colors, believe them. It seems like y'all just been living under a rock. I have one more thing to discuss. Next question. Cardi B's Like What Freestyle was pretty good. I liked it. I think that the visuals were on point. The one thing about Cardi is she's going to come with the fashion. I'm going to be honest with y'all. This is another unpopular opinion, but I'm going to just say it. The rap girlies are really stepping into their fashion bag. All except one. I'm gonna be honest with you, all except one. Y'all about to cat at me for this, but Nicki Minaj has not been in her fashion bag lately. But a lot of these girlies like Cardi B, Lotto, JT even, they have been stepping into their fashion bag. Like, I just seen Cardi B in her music video. She was looking good down. And speaking of Cardi B looking good in her music video, just a couple days ago, I'm gonna show y'all, just a couple days ago, I just seen JT post up in this cute ass outfit. So just yesterday, right before Cardi B dropped her music video, we seen JT in one of those outfits that she wore in her music video. And I'm not gonna hold you, I looked at that outfit, like the boots, the furry boots, everything was cute down. Like, I love this outfit. JT is really getting into her fashion bag, y'all, like 100%. So when I was looking at the Cardi B video, I saw that Cardi B was also wearing this same exact outfit. I really don't know the artist's name. I guess it's Milan. I don't know. Her outfits be eating. If JT can't rap for shit, she can dress for shit, and she can look good for shit. Face card never declines. Really cute. So going into the Cardi B video, Cardi B was wearing that exact same outfit. And when I saw it, because the boots were definitely like a staple look to this. It's very much a staple look. When you see this outfit, it's like, okay. If you see it on somebody else, it's like, you're gonna remember that outfit. And this was one of those. So when I saw Cardi B on it, I was like, oh, that's that same outfit I just saw JT in. I had to give it a cute look. I had to, you know, adjust and figure it out. But my thing was, who looks better? And I believe that JT definitely took the cake. JT took the cake. Yeah, JT definitely looked good in that. But I believe JT definitely looked better. Cardi B definitely did look good in that. That's a really hard one. I'm going to be honest with you. I think Cardi did look a little bit better. What do y'all think? That's what we're going to leave it on. Who do you think ate that look up? Do you think Cardi B ate that look up, or do you think JT ate that look up even more? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And do you think that this was a real freestyle? I will say this. I don't think that she was really freestyle. I think that it was pre-written, and it was pre-written by somebody else, and she then went up and sang it. I don't think that this is a freestyle. We're done here for right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you were enjoying this content. And if you want to talk in the comment section, feel free. Let's discuss, baby. I read all the comments. Yeah, have a blessed one. Be safe. Make sure y'all drink enough water today. Make sure y'all back is feeling good. If not, make sure you sign up for a back massage, sweetie. Y'all stay blessed. Yeah. Peace.
It's important that you know